Bring in Hatem Dhiab, Managing Partner, Gerber, Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management. Good to see you. So you're talking about super momentum. All right. So what does super momentum mean, and why is Nvidia the leader of the bunch?
Hey, Nicole. I mean, I've never seen so much excitement around the technology, which is AI. I think every company out there right now is trying to figure out, do they have an AI strategy? What's their AI strategy? How can they execute on it? And all roads basically lead to Nvidia. So that's why everyone is buying into the stock despite this really insane valuations.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the stock's up 195% year to date. Nvidia, you remember, was a darling a few years ago. It brought the NASDAQ to new highs the first time, and it's doing it again here to new 52-week highs. What parts of Nvidia are working well in your mind? And it is a competitive landscape, but Nvidia certainly seems to be a big leader.
I mean, the data center story is really front and center. Nvidia has been a darling, as you said, for many, many years, and they kind of reiterated over the years as to what they're going to be part of. And I don't think back in the day there was cryptocurrency, and before that it was more so video games. But I think the data center now is really the biggest story, because there is over $1 trillion worth of data centers that need to move from CPUs to GPUs, and this is called accelerated computing. And really, Nvidia is basically the only game in town there.
I see. All right, let's get to Tesla, which had 13 days, had a winning streak. It was ended at 13 days. But what a run it's had. You know, I saw a great interview with Elon Musk, and he really was alluding to the AI technology of Tesla. And even when people were talking about ChatGPT and OpenAI, I mean, he basically said, well, you should see Tesla because the cars are driving around by themselves. You know, alluding to the fact that he's got the best AI. You're saying Tesla's not even given enough credit.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Elon was a founder of OpenAI, right? So he was in this before everyone even was thinking about AI per se. But as you said, yes, I think Tesla has been training its models. AI is really about training and data, right? So Tesla has been using cars in the road for the last 5 years and really generating so much data to be able to train these full self driving models, or its AI models. And I think as a result, people don't realize how much data Tesla has and how much far ahead they are from everyone else in the space. So I think you're going to see some really, really interesting, exciting stuff come out from them, maybe towards the end of the year or next year.
So with these two names that we just talked about, you still think there could be some upside potential here, but they've run up, I mean, a lot. Still not at the all-time highs or things like that, but certainly a run up. Were you surprised to see Cathie Wood of ARK trimming her investments on Tesla and Nvidia while then reallocating and picking up names like Meta and Taiwan Semi?
I was really surprised that Cathie would sell Nvidia in Q1 this year. I think if anybody is investing in innovation, how can you not own Nvidia? Now, where to buy it, that's a different question, right? Like, valuation is definitely not cheap. People are excited about Nvidia, but maybe there is an entry point that is a little bit better than where we are today. It's never good to be chasing stocks. With Tesla, I think what people are realizing is the sum of the parts is actually bigger than the actual value itself, because with opening the supercharger network, we see how valuable that network has been and how important what they've built from a charging standpoint is. And I think that's really a realization that wasn't there before.
Right, understood. Okay. And then can we get to Alphabet? You know, it's my understanding that Alphabet is not just Bard. There's a language model that is AI driven, and there's a lot more that we should be looking at.
Yeah. It is over 1,000 hours of videos that get uploaded to YouTube every minute. So I think when you think about the biggest data set of imagery and videos YouTube is by far the most important place. And guess what? Google owns YouTube, and they're training their models to use some of that data that they have in YouTube. So you can think of a world where Google, who's already been at the forefront of AI, using that platform or YouTube and all that data they can get from that, as creating the next wave of generative AI tools and processes. So I'm very bullish on Google, and I think it's also fairly valued at this point.
Right. I mean, it has its own AI accelerator, as you noted, with YouTube and acquiring all this data. And, you know, I guess these three are ultimately some best AI bets. I mean, did you have a fourth that you left out? But are these three the best AI bets and still have room to the upside?
I mean, Microsoft is definitely another company. Everyone knows about it. Everyone owns it at this point. But I think what you're looking is like any new innovation or any new wave of innovation. These are kind of the top players, but you're going to be watching for smaller players that are going to come in and help create some additional tools. So you can think of Adobe, you can think of AMD, you can think of other really companies that they're building some really cool stuff that's based on this really cool technology.
Thank you so much. Hatem Dhiab, thank you. Great to see you. Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management. Thanks.